Welcome to this last video where we're kind of going to look through some geography of Israel, of Medo-Persia, of Babylon at this time, identify where some of the cities are to just get a lay of the land with regard to the exile. So, as you see here, now you can turn in the back of your Bibles. Most likely, there's a map of the ancient world during the exile. And so this is going to kind of be a walkthrough of what's happening when Israel goes off and with the kings who come into power with their empires. And so here we've got Jerusalem right down here. We've got the Dead Sea. We've got the Jordan River. We've got the Sea of Galilee right up here. Very small. We've got Egypt down here, Sinai. And then we've got the Euphrates River right here, signified by this E. And then the Tigris River, which is on the north side, which goes north up there. What we have right here is Babylon. This is the city of Babylon. And what we are introduced to is right here is kind of the reign or the empire of Babylon. And under Nabopolassar, he expanded the empire down here. He expanded it even up here because right here we have the Assyrian empire. Right here we have the Babylonian empire. And then all the way up here is the Medes or the Persians. Down here, you kind of have the beginnings of the, this is Persia down here because this is Susa. This is the city of Susa right down here. So you have the Medo-Persian Empire kind of going around. You've got the Assyrians here in the middle. You've got Babylon down here. Under Nabopolassar in 514, that's when they went with the Medes to attack Nineveh right here as judgment from God, but also as the expanding of the Babylonian Empire. And then they went and attacked Haran right there and defeated that. And so the Babylonian Empire ended up, let me grab an eraser real quick. I should have had this on hand, but the Babylonian Empire ended up expanding even up here to include some of the old Assyrian Empire. Well, when Nebuchadnezzar takes over, he comes down here and lays siege in 605 to Jerusalem and takes people back to Babylon right back here. Okay, so that's where we find the book of Daniel beginning, is the expansion of the reign of Babylon under Nebuchadnezzar. And then, of course, when the Medes and the Persians wage war and attack Babylon from Susa, the citadel of the Medo-Persian Empire, that's where then the Medes and the Persians end up taking over everything that Babylon had sought to conquer. Now, Nabonidus, one of the things that he did, if you think back to Nabonidus assigned or appointed Belshazzar as the co-regent over Babylon. Well, Nabonidus is interesting because he comes down here to the Arabian desert it's kind of funny in our day, to a city called Timu, which it was a moon cult hub. That's where he went away to. And when he came back, he found Babylon just in shambles. And that's when the Medo-Persian Empire ended up taking over all of the Babylonian Empire. And that's where we see Xerxes going this way to defeat the Greeks. They do end up defeating the Egyptians as well. And let's see, Cyrus and Xerxes end up defeating the Egyptians and heading west in Africa. And then, of course, when Alexander the Great comes to power, he defeats the Medo-Persian Empire, and he comes down and expands to have the greatest and widest ranging empire that the world had seen to that point. Of course, the Romans took over after that, but that is the world of at least the ongoings of these empires. So I hope that's helpful in just kind of getting an idea of, all right, how long did they have to go? Now, if you look at a map, if you look at your map, you're going to say, Casey, this is a terrible looking map. I know, I'm not claiming any expertise in drawing maps, but I hope that this is just helpful for you in getting the idea of, all right, what's going on in Babylon? Who was Assyria? Where is Nineveh? And where's Haran? And how did they come together and actually have a treaty to defeat Assyria? But then over the years, they grew apart, and Susa ended up attacking Babylon and winning. Cyrus ended up attacking, winning, going back to Susa, and that's where we see Xerxes, Artaxerxes, reigning from, is Susa, the citadel right down here. I hope that's helpful for you in getting a picture in getting into the world of the Bible. If I missed anything or I misinformationed any of this, I hope that you will do your own study to find out what might be more true, and I would be happy to get closer to the truth with you. I hope these have been helpful videos for you to get into the world of the Bible. I know they're not as cool looking as other videos that are out there, but from your pastor, I hope that these equip you to engage with this biblical book, the book of Daniel, as we walk through it. Love you, Trailview. Bye.